In the house, back with another bang on episode where, ladies and gentlemen, again we got a news episode for you. Of course, we don't have much news for you today. Of course, we don't. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got some really important news for you. I really do have it. So, what are we going to talk about? Of course, Sander Berger. We are also going to talk about something really special, and that is the injury news about Arsenal versus West Ham. What is it that we can actually get the report about him as well? So stay tuned for that, and let's see if Arsenal are actually making things happen in the transfer market coming up. So here's the big update about Sander Berg, because it looks like Arsenal are really trying to be serious about him, because according to James Shield, he is the Sheffield United correspondent and football writer for The Star. He says that Arsenal could attempt to exploit the uncertainty surrounding Sheffield United's plans for next season for submitting a formal offer for Sander Berg. Agents acting on Mikel Arteta's behalf are understood to be investigating the possibility of signing Sander Berg. It looks like Berg is definitely going to make it into the transfer list of Sheffield United, probably because they're going to get relegated. So that could be a very big possibility that he could actually move away from Sheffield, and Arsenal are interested. Arsenal are seriously interested for Sander Berg. So talking about something else, well, you may not like it if you are his fan. Matteo Guendouzi, according to Sport Witness via Bild, Matteo Guendouzi has no future at Hertha Berlin, with the player now conspicuous for his theatrical appearances. Talks about another loan to Hertha have come to an end, unsurprisingly, with the Premier League certainly more appealing for him. He doesn't want to play for Hertha Berlin anymore because it looks like it's the amount of appearances that he's getting is pretty damn less. Yes, so it looks like Matteo Guendouzi's short loan stint at Hertha Berlin won't be extended for another season. So probably Hertha may not be the ones to buy him, or rather, as he said, he wants to fight for a place at Arsenal. I don't know about it anymore. So moving on. So Europa League's the team of the last 16 over the ratings, over the both the legs ratings have been announced by whoscored.com. Gabriel Magalhaes makes it into it. So you could see Soldado, Moreno, Davy Klaassen, David Neres, Ryan Gravenberch, Stanciu. Yes, he's a very special midfielder. Orsic, I'm sorry. Gabriel El Martinez and Raul Albiol alongside Dean Henderson, who made into the 11. Congratulations for everyone. So, if you have been living under a rock, you must be enlightened about this, that Arsenal are going to face Slavia Praha. The road to Gdansk is on, and the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Arsenal's next opponents are Slavia Praha. And I really would want to get dirty with this, because what happens if we beat Slavia Prague in the Europa League quarterfinals? Like, what happens further? Because today's draw was not only just because of the quarterfinals of the Europa League, it was also for the semi-finals of the same competition, and of course the Champions League as well. So should we beat Slavia Praha, if you've been living under a rock, congratulations, so that you'll come to know that we might face the winners of another tie in Villarreal versus Dinamo Zagreb. So Villarreal are facing Dinamo Zagreb, the winners of which are going to face Arsenal and Slavia Praha. Wow. It's written in the cards, Unai Emery versus Arsenal again. And I don't know what's going to happen. So he is a Europa League specialist, and you just can't take that away from him. You just can't. He's born to win it. I don't know. Not this season, maybe. But moving on. So look at the next news. Arsenal defender William Saliba, who is on loan at OGC Nice, has actually tested positive for COVID-19. He will now would have to self-isolate for 10 days, according to a lot of reports coming out from France. So get well soon. Be happy. Get well soon, Willow Saliba. We'll be waiting for you, bruv. We will be waiting for you. Unreal. He's gone to France and took COVID, and yeah, whatever. I won't blame him for that. So that is that about Willow Saliba. So talking about it, Mo Elneny has opened up about Martin Odegaard. He said, you always see him coaching players outside of the dressing room as well. He talks all the time about the game and what we are going to do. He has the personality to be a captain. Wow. It's coming from Mo Andres Elneny. I'll take it. I'll take it and I'll run as far as I can. So moving on, most of the Arsenal fans, even including me, we believe that the transfer of Alex Iwobi was a masterstroke because Iwobi was off and Bukayo Saka was promoted. I mean, look at that upgrade that Arsenal have actually done. And the problem is, someone has actually given his opinion about Alex Iwobi leaving Arsenal, and it's none other than JJ Okocha. Now he says that Arsenal obliged Iwobi to quit the club for Everton. Wow, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Now, he's his nephew, as we all know that. So the ex-Nigerian playmaker has lifted the lid on Iwobi's shock move, £34 million move towards Everton. He says, I must confess that the move from Arsenal to Everton wasn't an easy one for him. He wasn't expecting it, it just happened. He got a call that there's a deal for him and that he must oblige that deal, which wasn't easy for a young player who has played all his life at Arsenal. I think that must have taken him 12 months to get over, so he didn't have the best season last year with Everton. Well, yeah, there were some problems, he said. You can see that now he's a bit more comfortable. He has finally realized that Liverpool is his home now. I think that without any doubt, we will see an improved and better Alex Iwobi now. I'm glad with this progress so far because I always believe that there's room for improvement, and luckily for all of us, he's a good lad. He listens. However, some of the advice I gave to him has to stay in the family. So Iwobi has appeared in 25 league games for Everton so far this term as they push for an unlikely Champions League qualification. They sit 7th, 5 points behind Chelsea, who currently occupy 4th. The Toffees face Man City in the FA Cup quarterfinals this weekend. So that's something crazy. That's something really crazy. Wow. How about that? Very well. So that being said, JJ Okocha, he's given his mind. He's given his piece of his mind. So yes. So talking about different stuff, let's talk about Emil Smith-Rowe. So someone's not happy with Emil Smith-Rowe being called up for England under-21s, that he should have been called by Gareth Southgate into the main team, according to Martin Keown. Wow. I mean, if I saw that selection, I'd rather be happy that Emil is not going to the European qualification rounds. He says it's interesting that the England squad was named today and Lingard made it to the national team. He's done exceptionally well as well, but I think Smith-Rowe is unlucky not to be in there. Lingard has only played 6 games since his loan period. They've all been good games, but the influence he's had on the Arsenal team, him and Saka, has been absolutely outstanding. I see him as unfortunate not to make the full squad. Well, unfortunate for sure. But what I'm about to give you, the news right now, you won't like it. So Slavia Praha had a game against Steven Gerrard's men yesterday and they knocked out Rangers. But there's a problem with that game. Well, a player of Rangers was racially abused by one of the Slavia Praha players. Now, Rangers boss Steven Gerrard calls for action after his players accuse Slavia Prague opponent of racist abuse. Now, Steven Gerrard says that he hopes that the alleged racism directed at his player Glenn Kamara during a match on Thursday does not get brushed under the carpet. Now, this is what was the comments. What happened is that Kamara and a nearby teammate reacted instantly, sparkling a melee between both teams at the Ibrox Stadium. Slavia Praha has outright denied the claims in a statement on the club's website. So Kudela was the player involved. He said it was an absolute. It wasn't emotions, but I absolutely denied there was anything racist in those words. So Gerrard said other players around it heard it. So I will stand toe to toe with Glenn Kamara, and I will deal with this however Glenn Kamara wants to deal with. I'm proud of all my players tonight for showing solidarity, and from the top of this club to the bottom, we stand with the players. It is over to UEFA now, this situation, and I just hope it doesn't get brushed under the carpet. Now, what has happened? What did happen? Now, the striker who had been sent off after a brutal collision with goalkeeper Andre Kolar posted a screenshot of the abuse on his Instagram account. Rangers striker Kemar Roof also received a racist abuse on social media. He said, I could be here all night screenshotting all of these types of comments. Now, what has happened is that Slavia Prague actually came up with the post that they're going to travel to United Kingdom for the 3rd time this season to play Arsenal in the quarterfinals. So there are some comments below it. And I read that, and I thought to myself, "Oh my God, the fans are really asking for it. All the Rangers fans want Arsenal to beat the shit out of Slavia Prague. They do, they do. Yes, if I could read some comments, I don't want to, but these are racist comments, and I just don't want to be in trouble because of this. I don't want my channel to be in trouble because of this, but it's not good. It really isn't good. All right, so I think let's call for this one. Yep. So this is it. So tomorrow we're gonna doing a StreamYard. Join in because we're gonna have a lot of fun talking to Arsenal fans around the world. Cheers. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep subscribing.